welcome back to Rolling with Autism. Today is travel day. So excited to be back in the camper. Addison's had a rough night, so we'll see how this goes. But I kind of wanted to go through what it takes to pack for traveling with autism. It takes a lot of planning and a lot of more planning. So one of the things that we did this time is we got out our memo app and we made a list of everything that we thought we would need. We also did we went ahead and made out menus of what we might possibly eat that day. That way we knew what to pack. So, menu planning, list planning, very important. And then we made it to where it was like a checklist, so we could just check things off that we needed and what we were forgetting. And we did this a few days in advance. That way we would have a few days to go over our list and make adjustments as needed. So, here we go. One of the things that I like to do is the night before we leave, we like to turn on our refrigerator to make sure that everything is in good working order before we actually put food in it. Another thing that we feel is very important is we make sure that Addison's stuff is readily available. So, like his hot dogs, his cheese, we got his pizzas, his little frozen pops. We put them in here the night before. They're already frozen for him, just waiting. And we also made sure to pack some of Addison's favorite things, like the boy loves Munster cheese. Gotta have that for a road trip. Again, that's just a few things that we like to do to prep for a trip. It makes it so much easier on the day of leaving when we have a list and we can go check, 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 check. And then having all of Addison's stuff in one place is super important. That way he just opens it, very self-independent. He can't ask for more. Anyway, I'm going to finish packing and we will see you guys on the road. So, we have made it to our campground. Hear that? That's a happy camper. Addison is over here just chilling, watching his computer and watching his iPad at the same time. He's talented. So, some fun facts that we found out about the KOA here in Eureka Springs is that the owner actually has a son who has autism as well, which is awesome. So, is the KOA autism friendly? Why, yes it is. We got here, they escorted us to our site, which has a lovely deck, which we'll be doing a tour of the property here soon. If not today, then it'll probably be tomorrow. But yeah, place is awesome. Playground, pool, dog park. They have a gaming section for volleyball, outdoor ping pong. They even have a store here. for all the little things that you forgot. And if you're at the pool, you can just go into the store and grab yourself an ice cream. They also have a game room for people as well. They have movies you can rent, they have games you can check out, or you can sit in there and play a game of ping pong and or play a board game. Simply awesome. We will have all their information linked at the end of this video down in the description. In case anybody is driving through this area and wants to check them out. You do not have to have a KOA membership to stay here, but if you do have a KOA membership, it is 10% off each night that you do stay. So we are Good Sam members this year. We wanted to try that one out first, and after this experience we're going KOA next year. So I believe the membership's only $30. I will also put a link to that in the description. They are all over the country. So yeah, lovely place. And like I said, we'll be doing a tour here soon, so just stay with us and we're gonna cook dinner. Just to give you a sneak peek as to what our campsite looks like. This place is so awesome. Our site has a picnic deck right next to our gravel driveway that fits 2 cars. We have a fire ring, and we are actually right next to the hiking trails. So super awesome. The bathrooms are right down the road. We couldn't be more pleased at this point. Tonight's dinner is marinated salmon with long grain wild rice, spinach, and green beans. And I'm outside cooking this in the rain. Awesome. So, kind of a rough night last night. We forgot to close out the vlog for yesterday, but today we are going around Eureka Springs and we're going to give you a small tour of our campground. So, let's do this. This is what the entrance to the KOA campground looks like. And you're going to come up here. Another service that they do offer is they do have propane on site, which is super cool. As you come in, there is the playground and the little grocery store. We also have the pool. Which is pretty awesome. And while along with a dog park and a family fun area. Of course, that kid isn't a dog, so
That's a funny looking dog.
yeah, but as you can see, there's several different types of
Campsites.
thank you. Different types of campsites. Some with decks, some without. Some of them do have even propane on site, which is incredibly awesome. And mostly all of them are shaded. It is gravel, not concrete, but we haven't really had an issue with that. So yeah, plenty of room if you have pull-outs. Just a nice little area. So it is day 3 of camping and it is time to go home. So didn't film a lot of activities with Addison just because Addison didn't want to do a lot. We went for a couple of drives and we visited Walmart. Yay. But pretty much he wanted just to stay close to the campsite. Didn't want to go. We tried to go into a restaurant yesterday. Didn't want to go in, so we ended up taking out. But yeah, just a lot of lazy days in the camper, and you can hear him in the background. He's a happy boy. Yeah, so just chillaxing. Okay, so it is the next day after our lovely trip to Eureka Springs. We really enjoyed ourselves. And last night yesterday we just came home. We crashed. We didn't do pretty much anything, and of course I forgot to end the vlog. So Addison is in school right now, and while we wait for him, I'm just going to go over a few things that kind of the pros and cons of what happened over the weekend. There were a lot of really great stuff. Some we got on film, some we didn't. And of course I just like bragging about my child. When we first got to the campsite, Addison did not want to get out of the car. But as we reminded him that, you know, he did ask for camp, so we are going to camp. He immediately got out of the car with no more opposition, and huge steps, huge. Also, he got really comfortable in the new environment. If you haven't seen last week's vlog, we have started renovating the trailer. It is more bright, it's more vibrant, it feels more spacious, and he felt more comfortable, which is exactly what we were going for. The renovation really isn't for us, it's for Addison. It's to make him more comfortable in his environment, and the lighter, brighter colors are doing that for him. It's a sensory thing. Something really wonderful happened. I helped Addison, you know, bathe and everything, and I was able to go next door to the stall. I was able to go to the stall next to him and take my own shower. He stayed in the shower by himself and finished bathing. By himself. First time. So proud. Huge. Yeah, couldn't be more happy with that. So in them not having handicap stall, it was really quite a blessing because Addison was able to show that, hey, I got this. So super proud of him. We've also graduated up to mommy putting on his socks and shoes to him actually participating in it. He gets a little frustrated and everything, but the point is that he participates. He's stretching his legs to be able to put on his own socks, and he's pulling them on, so he's getting that fine motor and that cognitive learning. He's always been resistant with it. He used to fight, bite, hit, pinch if, you know, anything you tried to make him do. But lately he is wanting to be more independent. He is wanting to do things for himself. So I am so blessed and so proud of him for the strides that he's made just in this weekend. Anytime we asked him to put clothes on, my child is a nudist, he did. He knew where to put his clothes in the trailer. He knew where to put his shoes in the trailer. He picked up after himself. He threw trash in the trash can. So happy. Because most of the time it goes in the floor. But he put it in the trash can. Super happy. Some other cons is that Addison didn't want to do a lot. So we didn't get to film as much activity as we would have liked to. We talked about going on the tram and kind of nixed that. He didn't really show any interest in it. When we showed him a magazine of Eureka, he just kept pointing at the fire ladies. Well, that festival isn't in Eureka Springs right now, so we couldn't do that. He didn't want to eat at a restaurant. He wanted to go back to the camper. He didn't want to go to the pool. Mommy was very disappointed about that because it was hot. He didn't want to go to the playground, pretty much because it was hot. And we even talked about going over to Beaver Lake, which is right in that area, over by the dam. Didn't want to do that. Didn't want to go swimming at all. We tried to get him into swimming trunks just to get him motivated. You know, he was not having it. He threw his swimming trunks across the trailer. Just didn't want to do anything that had to do with those swimming trunks. We did manage to go to Walmart. Yay, we vacationed at Walmart. Where he was a big help. He carried a lot of stuff for Mommy and was, you know, using his words. And so some really huge steps this weekend, which we were, like I said, we were so very thankful for. Some cons, he didn't want to do too much, so we didn't get to film a lot of activity, but you know, that's okay. This has been the first time we have gone camping where there was no stress, and it just goes to show that we are almost to our goal of Addison being acclimated to the travel trailer. And maybe next year we'll be able to go out of state and do some more things that we want to do and get him more experiences with traveling. So with that, we're going to leave it there. Stay tuned. I'm sure we'll have more adventures to come. And we'll keep you updated. Our next video is going to be super awesome. I am making from scratch a weighted blanket for Addison. He has outgrown his other ones, and as most of you parents who have children with sensory issues know, a weighted blanket is fabulous. But they're also very expensive, and a lot of them aren't tailored to the fabric textile that your child craves. So I'm going to teach you how to make a homemade weighted blanket. So stay tuned for that one, which will be up next week, and we'll see you next time. Bye.